Hello, 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 hello.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chauncey Jeans Jr.
And I'm Lamar Dyer,
And thank you for joining us for the Everything About Everything podcast.
where we talk about any, everything, and all things.
So, today's going to be just a little bit different.
Okay.
We're going to forego the Florida Files.
What?
Yeah, we're going to forego that for today. So, today I got a list of things we can go over that we're gonna talk about. So, one of them I want to start with. So you got my text right about what I wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, I think I did. Let's see.
You definitely did. You responded to it.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I get a lot of texts. So just for the sake of argument, refresh my memory.
Give me the whole Soulja Boy thing.
Yes.
Did you happen to read that?
Yes, I did read that, and this is what I wanted to say about it. Okay. If you wanted to do something like that, now if I was a renowned, singer, songwriter, whatever you want to call him at the time, I mean, I would say a testament to his career is he was the first one to actually use YouTube as a platform and made himself big with it. Not taking his skills away from him. However, if you wanted to get a game system, what I would have done was go find an indie game company. Like, find a indie game company that can make their own consoles.
Wait, are you talking about putting in some effort? Is that what you're speaking of?
I think that's probably what it is. I was just saying if he was gonna do what he's doing and actually be credible about it, this is how it should have been done. Now, what he did was stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sued out the yin yang. He probably don't have that much money unless he's very smart with money and being investing. What he did was just completely wrong. I'm telling you, this is how it should have been done and how I would have done this if I had the opportunity.
Now, for anybody who does not know, Soulja Boy, the rapper, the individual who is known for classics such as "Crank That Soulja Boy," a song about jerking off, "Kiss Me Through the Phone," a song about FaceTime before FaceTime,
Right.
and
Shootout. Hey, yeah.
what's that other phone? Oh, "All the Way Turned Up."
Right.
Yeah, that just classics, like gonna be in the history books for forever.
Right.
This man decided to take an emulator, a console that replicates the Xbox One X almost to a T in a smaller size. And it's being sold on a website called AliExpress. AliExpress is where you can get a lot of Chinese manufactured goods for the low price of nothing. And the thing about it is that when you order it, you'll get it eventually. It's being shipped from China. It's going to take a minute, right? Now, not only that, but for example, the price of said console in which he is selling was around $50. So, not too much of a rush to ship that off, okay? So, when it gets here, it gets here. A number of YouTubers have stated that it takes a long time for stuff from this website to come. They have to order it way in advance in order to plan content for it. Not always, not widely used, but widely known for what it is.
Okay.
So he decided to take consoles from this site, an emulator, which has a number of games on there, like over 500 games, all right? All these games are not new titles. They're not from upcoming indie developers. They are titles from the past. They are your old Nintendo original NES classic games. Think of the Nintendo Classic that Nintendo sells in the Super Nintendo Classic. Think of that, but instead of just Nintendo games, they got Sega, they got Atari, they got OG PlayStation. They got all those titles on there. Okay. So, legal, no, but laws in China are different. Okay, so there's a limited number of things that companies such as Sony, Microsoft, Sega, and Nintendo can do to prevent a Chinese manufacturer from doing so. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We got all that. Plus, at the same time, they're selling for $50. How much is probably actually worth? Let's let you know you can, in fact, get a device that's known as a Raspberry Pi, and with this device, you can attach a hard drive of some sort to it, and place all these emulators on there, and do the exact same thing, and just put it in an enclosure. Probably be $25 if you were to do it on your own. Okay, so just so everyone knows how much this costs.
That might be a good idea because I consider myself a retro
just let
gamer.
you know this is illegal and do we recommend you do this? No, we're just saying it's a possibility. We are just naming all the possibilities here. So when we get to the end, you understand how ridiculous this is.
Right.
So this man's decided to take these consoles, not his own, which you can do, and it is easily done. Easily done. Illegal, but easily done. And is under $50. Decided to take these consoles, copy and paste verbatim the website's description of the item. Not even create his own images. Which I would assume if Soulja Boy is relevant in any way, shape, or form, he has some bread, right?
Right.
He's walking around with a Gucci headband. He's got money, right?
Right.
So this man decided to, in fact, not only verbatim copy the description of this website, take the images of the website, and resell that item for $200. Original asking price $50, $54 roughly, not including shipping. Which China, I don't know.
That's a.
If you've ever purchased up, if you ever Wish, you know how most of the stuff comes from China.
Yeah.
There wasn't much shipping for that, was there?
Right.
But it was cheap shit, right? And it did what you wanted it to do.
Right.
Cool. This man basically took items such as that and decided to resell them for a higher asking price, but with the same product. Now, people may say, "Well, companies do that all the time."
Yes.
Companies do this all the time. You are right. And for example, one particular company that Soulja Boy was happy to call out in his interview with the Breakfast Club, which was ridiculous. And I don't know how these people have a platform, because the questions that were asked, that they were, it's like they were back in Soulja Boy. Oh, you right, man, you right. You know, they may have questioned him a little bit, but not really. So he used Apple as an example. Oh, how much does Apple charge people for their, how much do you think it costs for Apple to make their devices?
But they're...
Wait. Now, Apple, do they overcharge you for their products? Sure they do. Yes, yes.
And we're gonna be stupid enough, and we're gonna be stupid enough to buy them. So let's keep that on.
Now here's the difference. Here's the difference. Apple creates their product. It goes from mine to paper to CAD to a prototype. All that.
It goes through a process.
There's a process in which an individual and a group of people, put together all these ideas, knowledge, code, all this stuff. All this stuff is in-house. They take that, and then they send the information to China, and they build it. Now, how much does it cost to create an iPhone? It's approximately $300. Approximately $300. It's a little bit less, where it's around the $284, but we're just for intensive purposes, about $300. Okay. And then they charge you $1,000 for it, $700 profit. But that is not including R&D. It does not including shipping. It does not include packaging. All that stuff is not included. So let's give a rough estimate that they make about, and not also including the fact they get their panels from Samsung. That they gotta pay them too.
Right.
So let's rough idea. Let's say they make about $300 per device.
Okay.
In profit. Let's just say that. Okay.
All right. That's a very low estimate.
Yeah.
But hey,
no, that's just an estimate. It might be more, it might be less. I don't fucking know.
Right. Okay.
But I'm just stating what I know off the top of my head.
All right.
Off the top of my head. It's what I know.
Okay.
Soulja Boy has no R&D, has no idea if these consoles even work, barely understands the console in itself. When naming games that were on it, he literally said, "Oh, it's got Super Mario, it's got Nintendo, it's got Sega, it's got Mortal Kombat." Did you just name companies instead of games? So that just tells me that you did no research on, like, this was not even a thought to you. This was a literally like, oh look, they're selling it, I could do it too. Copy, paste, which I guarantee you, he's not even ordering these things, receiving them, and then sending them to said people. He's literally probably got some kind of deal with the website where whatever order he gets is sent to them, and then they send it to you.
Right.
So when people have stated that they haven't received their item, and he's claiming that, oh, they're coming, they're on the way. He has no fucking idea where it's at. He has no clue.
Yeah, he doesn't have no tracking number.
Now,
no.
So all that, on top of that, he made a decent amount of noise to YouTubers who were just warning everyone, this is a scam. This is what he's selling. This is what it actually is. You go to this website and see it is a carbon copy. Don't buy this. Apparently they're haters. He called them nerds. He called them faggots. All this other whatever, right?
Right.
He's and then said that these companies are going to come after him. Also, at the same time, flaunting that he's made, over $300,000 in a day from these consoles. Now, whether you believe that or not, I don't know. Do I think people are that dumb? Fuck yes, I do.
I was about to say, if you don't think that,
anybody who follows a nigga that looks like Flavor Flav's retarded cousin with a Gucci headband on that he hasn't taken off since he was in his teenage years.
Like crusty like a mother. It's too crusty. No.
Then you're a dumb fuck, and I'm sorry. So, with that out the way,
all right,
his website gets taken from him. If you type in that website right now, the website where he used to sell these consoles, guess what it takes you to?
What?
Nintendo's website. It redirects you to Nintendo. And when asked on the Breakfast Club, we heard that your website got taken down. Nintendo was taking legal action. He said, "I'm sorry. My lawyer said I cannot speak on that right now." But then after that, continue to say, "Oh, he's an entrepreneur. Oh, he's the first rapper with his own console." I'm like,
you don't even have a console.
Wait, how did you jump past that, and you not guilty of sin?
Hey, you know what? I've said this before, and I think I've said this a couple of podcasts ago, where when you have money, it seems like you can do whatever the hell you want, and there is no. This is one of the few times that I could actually say that somebody rich does something stupid, and it's actually coming back to bite them. And with that in mind, I still can't believe that I was like, there was a better way of doing what you were trying to do. You just did it stupidly and with no forethought, afterthought, or even in between thoughts with what you were trying to do.
And what blows my mind is that And by the way, he retweets all this stuff. Like, he retweets all of it. So he made a claim that Fortnite was coming to his console. Epic Games, the creator of Fortnite, was asked, is this game coming to the Soulja Boy console? And they said, no, you cannot run Fortnite on a jailbroken or tampered with console. You will be flagged as a cheater and you will be banned. So, and the article, multiple articles, he has retweeted these articles. Now, I say all of this. This man's caught with his pants down. He's guilty of sin. It's amazing how all this works. Because this man literally released the video of him pissing on a teenager, and everyone wants to work with him. Do you get?
So he did some R.
No. But do you get the similarity here?
Right? Yeah, I get the similarity. I get it.
All right. Now, is it?
I see how
it's on the same wavelength. Is it on the same wavelength? No, but it goes to show you just how dumb people are. Because for just as many people that I've seen comment on these things about how stupid he is, like laughing about it and all, like it's a joke and all that stuff. For as many people that see that, I also see people like, oh, y'all just hating a black man because he's trying to.
No, hold on. Wait, hold on. Before you finish that, let me just say this, okay? Hating on a black man, I'm sorry. No, that's not the case. That was just him being foolish. And you know what? And when people say that, I hate to say it, me as a black man, feel like we just got set back like 500 years, and they wonder why, you know, there's a stereotype about us doing dumb things when you have stuff like this going on. I'm sorry. Like I said earlier in this podcast, there's a certain way of doing shit. If I was going to do some shit like that, like I told you before, I would have found an indie company that actually makes consoles. You know, actually did some research to be like, okay, you know what? Hell, maybe this indie company can remake some old games and actually bring them back. Like, hell, I love Gunstar Heroes, okay, on Sega Genesis. Mm-hmm. Gunstar Heroes was my shit. You know, would I love to play Gunstar Heroes again? Mm-hmm. I'd be like this, dog. And enjoy it.
And by the way, he stated that all these games he has are in fact over 800 games are in fact licensed, apparently.
And you have to usually to use somebody else's license, you have to pay for it and ask for it.
Not only pay for it, but get permission.
Yeah, and I did say ask for it. So yeah,
and we all know Nintendo is like they love that shit. They love letting other people use their stuff. They love that shit.
Oh, use it.
Look. Nintendo on previous generation consoles didn't even let you carry over games that you bought. Like there were Nintendo classic games that you bought on like the Wii that you couldn't play on the Wii U. You had to buy it again. Do you fucking think that they're gonna allow some fucking Tootsie Roll looking motherfucker? And by the way, they're fucking Asian. Are they racist? No. Asian. Look. You can say whatever you want about Asian people, but they watch out for their own motherfuckers.
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
They really do. That's one.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why they've evolved, and we're still basketball rappers and fucking football. There's a fucking reason. There's a fucking reason for it.
And I hate to say it, and as much as I like to deny, I like to argue with him about, the state of certain races and certain areas,
stigmas and all that,
and
shit.
Stigmas and all, and I love to rebut him, but when it boils down to it, I can't really argue with him. I mean, I could say like, yeah, maybe, some of it got stigma, but there, now don't get me wrong. Are there outliers? Yes. There's always outliers, okay? You know what? Would I consider myself an outlier? To a certain extent, yes. But I'm just saying, Yes, there are outliers. However, but when you get stupid stuff like copy and pasting consoles or doing some indecent acts to other people, and it's like, really? You know, like I said, it just was Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday yesterday, right? If I did is it yesterday? Monday, yeah. Okay, Monday. And, you know, and I always talk about Boondocks. Boondocks, I swear to God, I wish that would have still been out, because they did an episode where, you know, if Dr. Martin Luther King came back, what he would say, and, you know, for all the progress we've made, I swear there's like some serious setbacks to what has happened.
And
I'm not. I know I went on a tangent on race, and I usually try not to. But what's real is what's real.
And what's irritating to me? What's irritating to me is like this. I don't think people understand like the power that they have, you know. And what's really frustrating is that. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
You got someone like this, who is idolized, who is used in a role model format to some people, to enough people, to where if he does enough dumb shit, he's a relevant individual. Like, because of this stuff, he is relevant. He is in the public, and people are giving him attention, right? And it's super frustrating. And I usually like to stay away from stuff like this. I usually like to stay away because all you're doing is you're allowing it to spread.
Right.
If you think that, like, or you see some people doing some dumb shit and you retweet it, that other people are gonna see that and think the same way you do, you're fucking wrong. Right. Unfortunately, that's what it is. And the only reason I bring this up, because I just think that it is important to look at this and realize where do you really want to stand on stuff like this? Because people really think, oh, haha, this is a joke, always trolling. It's like, no, there are people, I don't care if it's 1 or 1,000. If one person is influenced by this shit, then you fail. And it's sad. It's really sad. It really is, because there are people, and he's using the race card 100%. They don't want to see a black man prosper. They don't want to see I'm a black entrepreneur. And there are people claiming, I can. There are people blatantly like comment saying, I know he's wrong, but I can respect the hustle. What the fuck? You can respect the hustle? You can respect fucking over people? You can respect, like,
I see where you're going with that. Like, no, I mean, it's almost like kind of like, can you respect a drug dealer? Like, you know, people would say, you know, I'll take Breaking Bad, for example. You know, here it is. This guy was making meth. Honestly, for what it started as, him just paying bills so he can, fight cancer. Okay. You know, not necessarily how you would, how I would necessarily go about, trying to raise money to fight cancer, but he was able to do. But then then it transformed into something else.
Because people, look, you can respect the hustle as much as you want to, and yes, there are people that still to this day like idolize people like Pablo Escobar. Oh, he did this for the favelas and all that shit. And that's wonderful. But the daughter let's say he helped out one family. Cool. The daughter the daughter of that family that helped and was able to move forward. Well, there was another family that lived right next door to you where you shot the fucking daughter in the head. It's like, where do you draw the line? Like, where if that was your family, you wouldn't feel this way.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of what the fuck he did. And let's be realistic, that's a totally different thing. it's and as fucked up as that is, who is Soulja Boy helping?
Himself.
Where's the good? Like the bad and evil that seems to be the stigma of like that has to exist. There's good and the bad, and there's some evil that has to exist, or there's some good that has to be with evil. Like we can throw all that around and we can have arguments, but for this, there's no argument to this.
Right.
This is just pure ignorance. You are blatantly like eating your own shit. Like you are legitimately eating your own shit. You are believing your gimmick. He's a fucking pro wrestler in real life.
I mean, people will say, "Oh, y'all are haters." No, we're literally being legitimate about what it is. And that's what I feel is a problem, is people are not upfront about their shit like this. And at least in this case, he's upfront about what he's doing, but...
No. That's the problem, though. Everyone's bringing to his attention, like, hey, here's the evidence. Nope. And it's like, it gets to a point where, like, you really think, like, okay, this man's either crazy or he really just doesn't give a fuck. And I honestly just don't think he gives a fuck. Because it's out there in the open. He knows. The writing's on the wall. He knows what he's doing. But he's 100%. He 100% knows what he's doing. There's no way, shape, or form does he really believe this shit.
But I would also take into consideration, it's kind of like with the kid, all attention is, no matter if it's bad or good, it's attention. Like think about it like this, When was the last time you heard anything from Soulja Boy? Let's be completely honest.
No, I get you, and we understand. Look, the reasons behind the reason. Yeah, we understand the reason behind it. Like, what is he doing? He's doing it so he can get attention on himself, so that his actual business ventures can be profitable. That's what all this is.
Right.
And I get that. I get that. But other fucking people do the same thing without doing illegal shit. Without being stupid, without fucking people out of their money. Like, I don't understand how this is okay. This is what is brought to the forefront. Like I would have never known about this shit if he wouldn't have stuck his fucking face, like his shit into gaming. Otherwise, it wouldn't even got on my radar. It wouldn't even click like nothing. But because I follow gaming culture, this shit pops up everywhere. I can't get
okay. Soulja Boy game console. Okay, let's call it what it is.
Oh, but I mentioned nowhere on this console, on the box, on the console, nowhere on anything he sells, because it's not only consoles he sells, he also sells fake Apple Watches that aren't Apple Watches. They're made to look like an Apple Watch but have Android on them. He sells headphones, cell phones, and all these are branded on the website. This is the Soulja game console. This is the Soulja watch. This is the which, by the way, he had to create another domain because Nintendo took the other one, and that one's gone too. And there's no branding on none of this. You get the box, it doesn't say anywhere Soulja Boy. You open it up, nowhere on there does it say. And his excuse for all of this is, oh, I'm an up and coming entrepreneur. This is just a prototype.
No, but when you put something in the market, it's beyond prototype. Like, obviously, he hasn't taken. You know what? I'm about to rip his ass. I'm about to roast his ass. First of all, this chocolate motherfucker, okay, haven't been to a lick of marketing classes, or somebody else has done his marketing for him. Because if he was to truly been a marketer, like, for me and him are actually going to school for, or at least a form of marketing, he would know that, of course, before it can even go to market, it has to be conceptualized. I don't think he did any type of brand, any type of research whatsoever.
You know what's sad about this though? that's probably the smartest thing he did. Do you know why? Because in the end, if someone tried to sue him for it, my name ain't on it.
Shit. You're right. Like, he really...
My name's not on it. That's not mine. I didn't do that. What are you talking about? And I guarantee you he's going to go to court. He's going to say all this shit. It's going to be on record. And then come out talking a whole bunch of shit. But the problem like where he fucked up, because he could have done this in secret, not said shit, not promoted it, just put it up, maybe a tweet, maybe two, some shit like that, and then been quiet about it, and it wouldn't have been made a fuss. But no, he had to posts on multiple occasions, including live streams, Instagram Live, all that shit, about how much money he's made from it. Multiple claims on record. I mean, like you could go and just, like, it's a gold mine for whatever legal team decides to sue him, of him claiming, oh, this is mine.
Oh, they probably doing like, hey, look, the legal teams are going like this. They ready to dig in out this one. Like, yes.
I can only assume that the reason why he's been able to go as far as he's going, it's because he's literally just telling on himself, and it's like, okay, we just let this motherfucker go, and like he's doing all our work for him. We have legal team gets to take a break. they got a couple lunch breaks, a couple. Oh, look at that! He's on the Breakfast Club. He's on video claiming this to be his console. Claiming how much money he's made from this console. Also stating on record that he has all these licenses. That what he's doing, he knows what he's doing, and according to him, it's not illegal. Like, what?
Oh my God! Yeah, like I said, any public defender can eat this one.
You
right
don't
eat this one up. Like,
look. This is all I have. This is all I gotta say. If you're gonna do some scummy shit like this,
shut the fuck up.
How the fuck would you tell him? Like, literally.
I mean, hold on. Let me put this out there. We're not condoning any type of criminal behavior.
And I just want
to put that out there.
I just want to say it right now. If this man gets away scot-free with all of this, like, legitimately, man,
yeah, that's when you just like, okay, you know what? Then that just goes back to our responsibilities as consumers.
Because real life, just real shit. This is what they don't teach you in school. If you are a scumbag, if you are a piece of shit, if you are an asshole, if you are the loudest person in the room, if you talk all this shit and don't back it up, you can be successful. That's all you're saying.
Yeah.
And so far, it's pretty fucking true.
I mean, and I hate this, and again, as much as I would love to just, you would hope that, no, you would hope that karma would come back. Let's just say it like that.
You would hope.
And you know what? And what I've always told people is that, you might not see it, okay? But karma does come back. Like, somebody's going to get, it might be somebody gets this console, and out of the 800 games, only 50 of them work. Okay? Not trying to wish that on anybody, I'm just saying. And it'll be that one individual that's like, you know what, I put all my money into this, where's this dude at? And somebody, unfortunately,
I'm not wishing death upon anybody.
No, I'm not either. But I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is that if this route is successful, and it is everything he says it is, and in the end, this is done. This is done well for, like, he's profited. He has lost nothing from this. Then what the fuck's the point? Everybody be an asshole. Everybody be a dick. Guys, fuck every girl you can. Fuck their feelings. All that shit. Steal. Fucking con people. Fuck it. Because you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm going to say it does to a certain extent because, like I said, I always think about the morality. You know, and then I would also take into consideration, you know, depends on how good his legal team. I would say Soulja Boy's legal team. Like if he still has enough pennies for Johnny Cochran.
Fucking field day on that one. And a lot of people will point at other people like, oh well, what about, you know, fucking people like Kim Kardashian? Like Kim Kardashian already had money. 1.
Okay.
2, she decided to, you know, climb the wall of black dicks until she found one that stuck. And then
in retrospect, yeah, she got famous by a sex tape.
Through all of this, she was able to make herself relevant enough to hire somebody else to figure out what the fuck is next. I don't give a fuck what you say. All the people got publicists. They got people who tell them, "Hey, if you do this, it'll piss people off and it'll make you rich."
True.
So
yeah, maybe we should go into that job.
So yeah, right, right. It'd be too fucking easy. It would be too fucking easy. Oh, you know what'll really get people riled up? Hey, divorce him. Day 1. Yeah.
Leave him at the altar. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Post some. Let's get you some pictures. We're gonna Photoshop this up. Get you a fake ass. Let's fucking figure out. Let's fucking make you as fake as possible, and then I want you to look the camera straight in the face and tell women, be you. Be happy with who you are. Don't change anything. Wait. Don't change anything. Buy my makeup.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, this is the cynical world. I mean, his cynicism has a lot of validity. Let's look at it this way. Like, for example, like we talked about the full figure models, and I think like several episodes ago.
Oh yeah, the fucking not full figure was what was the? It
was something about this girl being on.
No. It was like, what's the proper term? It was not oversized, because that sounds rude.
Full
plus
figure,
size. There you go.
Size,
plus size women. Just a nice way of saying fat bitches.
We try not to.
I'm just saying what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You like what you see. I got no problem with that. If you look like let's be realistic, because we can nitpick on a whole bunch of stuff, and we do. I'm not perfect. My opinion today might be something different tomorrow. That doesn't bother me because you're not hurting nobody. And as long as you're not shoving that down my throat and telling me that I'm wrong for not liking that, then I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do.
Right.
Do what you want to do. Fucking gay people, transgender people, I got no problem with you. I got no problem with you whatsoever. Do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. Just don't tell me I'm wrong for not being okay with it. Like, don't tell me I'm wrong for like, oh, I don't like transgender women. Yeah, no shit, I like women. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
And I would even say, and I've said this before, if I think you're pretty, and I find out you're transgender and you did not tell me, I think you're a piece of crap. Because, again, with everybody, I don't care who you are, black, white, green, polka, I don't care who you are. Nobody likes when their choice is taken from them.
Not only that, but that's no different from a dude like, oh, this dude's a cocaine dealer. He told you he was a lawyer. Come to find out he's a cocaine dealer. Now you're caught up in litigations and all that shit. Can you be mad at him? Yeah. What about a dude who tells you fucking 2 years, oh, you're married, oh, I got 30 kids, and I'm paying child support on all of them. I'm this much in debt. You're married to me. Good luck. There's no difference in it.
Right.
There's no difference. But everyone wants to point at guys, though. We're always the ones wrong. We're always the ones wrong. But hey, what is it? It is what it is. It is what it is. Because I'm not a hater. I don't. Me hating on Soulja Boy means I want what he has. I don't fucking want what he has. I don't want to be known as Flavor Flav's retarded cousin. That's just me. There's no amount of money that would make me feel better as a human being, knowing that I'm a piece of shit. Because Soulja Boy knows he's a piece of shit, and he's okay with that. I can't be okay with it.
And look, but the funny part about it is he's gonna make money from being a piece of shit because there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna buy into it because it's hey Soulja Boy, you know, hey.
And in all due respect, I apologize. I can't go to sleep knowing I'm a piece of shit. I can't do it. So I in no way, shape, or form am hating on him because I don't want to be him. I'm cool with not being him. I'm not a piece of shit.
Right.
I go to sleep knowing I'm not a piece of shit.
Right.
I'm not a perfect human being in no way, shape, or form. I can
nobody is.
Nobody is. I can only strive to be it. But one thing I cannot be is a piece of shit. And so thus,
and make money off of people.
Yeah, there's no amount of money that you can give me that make look piece of shit. I'm gonna die depressed. That's cool. Call it what you want. Make any excuse that you want. That's cool. Just know that this is a problem. This is why. Do you know why Martin Luther King is still so important?
It sure wasn't because he had a dream.
But do you know why he's still
enlightened me.
He's still so important because there's what else? What we got?
Because we could say Malcolm X. We could say
you can say all that. But let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. No, like on a scale, Martin Luther King is held really high.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, he got his birthday is a holiday.
Yeah. So, other than the shortest month out of the year.
Well, actually, his birthday is.
Wait. I know. But I'm just saying February. I'm just saying February is also Black History Month, which is I would say like we're going down the list of important. Okay. People only got really of this age are gonna look up to who? Barack Obama, who became first black president, which is very important. But to everyone else, anyone else born within, let's say, the past 18 years, don't know no fucking different. A guy just became president. Don't know no different.
Then that would also, now this is where it also becomes an issue with, you know, how much people want to dive into Black history.
I get you. You can find your gold mine. You can find it. You will 100% find it. You go up to any black person right now, and you ask them, like, if I ask you, off the top of your head, who is a role model for you that's black?
Role model for me that's black. I'll say Samuel L. Jackson. Here's why. Okay. The reason why I say Samuel L. Jackson, because here it is. He has a whole plethora of movies that he's actually a really daggone good actor. Mm-hmm. I would even say Denzel Washington. Okay. And I'll say Denzel Washington because besides of their prestigious acting careers, they also still give back to the community. Okay. And they still try to enrich the community. So anybody that can actually have money and then still give back, to me, would be the epitome of being a good human. Okay. So that's for me. I would even say, I'm trying to think, like, I would even say Oprah, for example. Okay. And she started from ground zero. what she originally became, she was just a television star. Mm-hmm. And now she has her own network, mm-hmm. her own magazine, and her own, and the Oprah Winfrey Network. So mm-hmm. So I play on even just the fact that you even say own and you think about that. Genius. Mm-hmm. Bam, there you go.
And those are very good answers. But I challenge everybody. Let's not. See, what people like to do is they like to pretend that they give a fuck about any prosperous black individual. They like to think that they give a fuck. And on those special occasions where Oprah gives that speech that everyone retweeted a million times and it was popular for a little bit and all that, they give them their shine occasionally. But what fills the gap all the time is bullshit.
That's true.
And that always fills the gap. So how about instead of retweeting some dumb nigga shit, not even just black people, everybody, some dumb white people, some dumb Hispanic people, I don't give a fuck who it is. Instead of retweeting that, how about you retweet something that happened in your community? Something. Something positive. Yeah,
because
everyone's guilty of it.
Yeah,
everyone's
you're
guilty
right.
of it. I'm guilty of it.
But it's kind of like they did a study on it, and I have to go look for it because I don't remember. Where I hate to say it, bad news sells. Like say for example, say we blow up, right? Just say this podcast gets really, really big. Okay, mm-hmm. Lord willing, that'd be awesome. But say this gets big, and me and you are doing really cool stuff. Like I would go back to DC, because let's be real, DC is the seat of the federal government. Okay, mm-hmm. So people in like entertainment industries, like what we're doing mm-hmm. and stuff, it's not as big because the biggest employer is the federal government, mm-hmm. which is on a shutdown right now. So I mean, whatever, but. My friend has this nonprofit organization called Artway Alliance. Mm-hmm. And what he does is he helps, like inner city, youth, who wants to get into, this type of field, allow them to do it. Like, artists, cultivate that, community and, and enrich them because, like I said, in that area, all is the federal government. Mm-hmm. So, and I would support that wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. Not just because of my friend, but just for what it stands for. I can back behind it. But I would go to, like, say if I wanted to go to an event, oh wow, he went to an event, but there's a personal stake in it for me. Mm-hmm. Like this is something I can stand behind because I feel that this is something, because I was one of those kids,
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing that I want to touch on. It's like, and I wanted to relate that, by no means will I ever tell you that I'm a role model. No, by no means will I ever tell you that I'm a role model. I will never say that.
Right.
But I will lower myself happily to say that I am more of a role model than Soulja Boy. Happily lower myself to that standard. Happily tell you. Happily. I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. Graduated high school. I served my country. I'm going to college. If you want to go by those standards,
okay, well, let's see. I'm black. I serve my country. I don't have a record of any sort.
You support your family.
I support.
You live with your sister. You assist with rent.
Yeah.
So, by those standards, we should be on fucking cereal boxes.
Sure.
On the fucking Wheaties. For a fucking African Inquirer. Haffy and Darky do big things. So by no means are we role models, But for those people that take that extra step and go above and have done great things and for other people, those are the people that you should be paying attention to, that we should be retweeting, that should be in the news. That if we put more positivity and give people more than what's in front of them, you offer them a glimpse of what they are capable of doing, then maybe this stigma of people frustrated because I can't be a famous vlogger, or I can't be a movie star, or I can't be the fucking quarterback. Those are great dreams. Those are one percenters. I'm not saying that you should, like, if you have those aspirations, you shouldn't follow them. But I also say that you should have a plan B, and you should be excited. You should be excited to be something that you should be excited to be something like a fucking, like, to be, what the fuck's wrong with being a doctor? When has a doctor been a bad thing? But no one wants to be a fucking doctor. You know who wants to be a fucking doctor? Motherfuckers that come over in a boat over here, they have aspirations of being a fucking doctor, and they prosper in that shit, and they work their ass off, and they make a fuck ton of money, and people are like, what the fuck happened? It's like, yeah. Because...
Or I would even say, you know, even though they have negative stigma, my first aspiration was to be a cop. I wanted to be a cop.
And you know that's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy that the most selfless act you possibly do is join the military, become a police officer, become a firefighter, all that stuff. And yet we're the most criticized and most shit on.
True.
Yes, there are some people that join in just for the money. Yes, there are some people. But then again, even if they're just joining for the money, you risk your life every fucking day. And then come tell me that it's no big deal. Real talk.
Yeah, I that's why, you know, even though I said there's good and bad in all military, police officers, firemen, and EMTs, whatever, you gotta respect the fact that they're doing something that, one, you don't want to do, or you don't have the heart, or, you know, or the will to do. I mean,
and what's also crazy is that, like, I get it. I can understand why, if being in the military or being a police officer or firefighter was on the same level as being a basketball player, then everybody would want to be it. And, you know, then you get in the mix of, like, people who, like, aren't, like, we're not meant to be in that position. They're put in that position of choosing between somebody else's life and their own type deal. I get it. But there needs to be a level change. It can't be just, like, the unsung heroes all the time.
Right.
Because you got to get shot or die to be recognized in that field.
Right.
Or save a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Oh, man, that's funny.
So, all right. So,
I mean,
we've rambled enough.
Yeah, we did. Just, if you're going to... I'm going to leave y'all with this. If you're going to do something like you want to invest in a game system, or you want to invest in something like that, or you want to make your own, because I'm saying Full Sail University is pumping out a lot of game designers. They might come up with some stuff way better than what we have now. Mm. If you were going to invest in them and get their console off the ground, and you just want to happen to market and put your stamp on it, that's how you do it. Please. And please research. Like,
what's amazing? Yeah, you see these motherfuckers. These are computers. I know you don't understand it because we all take these things for granted, but these are fucking computers. Do yourself a favor. Before you make any major purchase, research that motherfucker. Please.
It'll only help. It'll only help.
I guarantee you, there could be a look. If Nike came out tomorrow and said we kill babies, niggas would still be outside buying that shit.
Hey, you know what? Let's put it into perspective. Tommy Hilfiger said he did not make these clothes for people like us's, but yet, how many black folks still wear Tommy Hilfiger?
Do you know why though? Because I will not be caught dead in FUBU. FUBU ain't getting me no fucking job. I swear. It ain't doing it. It's not going to do it. I show up in some fucking FUBU. Like, nigga, what the fuck you coming? Sir, it said your name was Chauncey, not Tyrone. Get the fuck out. God damn it. Who the fuck are you? How dare you come in here wearing
I would wear FUBU.
Some fuck you white people shit. How dare you? No, I got no. I'm just being stupid.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I am joking. I got nothing against FUBU. I ain't gonna wear. That's just not me. You know what I like to rock? You know, rock some fucking Target, Walmart, and Spencer's shit.
That is true. Yeah, like the shirt.
Spencer's.
Spencer's. Yeah.
Rep.
Oh, what does that say? I love sarcasm.
I rep my weird emo people.
I like sarcasm.
No, I love sarcasm. It's like punching people in the face with words.
I can get behind that.
Yeah,
I really could.
Can. Back on a ever so flowy. Let's joke like we're joking and being serious all at the same time.
Right.
I'm not. Look. For as much of a racist as I am, I'm not racist. I don't hate people. I just am aware of the defects and have no issue saying them because it's true. Sorry, it's true. Sorry. Just white people got a stigma of being fucking. Soulja Boy's doing some white shit, and black people was like, "Yeah, do white shit," and you like, but you just hated that white dude for doing white shit. Why you? How does that work? You can't. You can't do both.
No, because we are this. We got some certain entitlements.
Oh no! Wait! We're entrepreneurs. We're hustlers. We did it. We did it. Fuck out of here with that shit. Anyways, I am Chauncey Eugene Sims Jr.
And I'm Lamar Dyer. Elliot Dyer, excuse me.
Peace, love, and soul. And
deuces.
Choose your role models. Like, just follow J. Cole. Just follow the nigga, please. Let's do a song. He's got a song called Role Models. His was Uncle Phil. At least that's a good role model in some way, shape, or form.
True. Or
I know it's a fictional character, but at least it's like
Carl Winslow. Hey, I would even say Bill Cosby, or at least Huxtable. Theo Huxtable, the character Theo Huxtable was actually a really. Yeah. That's all I got, Mike.
You just intermingling just all the black folks that fucked up, huh? We forgot Bill Cosby. Don't forget Bill Cosby. God damn it. Jello pudding. Put the roofie in the drink. Take a sip.
Okay.
Lie down now. Lie down.
This will only feel...
You're about to get my pudding pop. Terrible Bill Cosby impersonation.
Yes, but hilarious nevertheless.
I love the meme where it was him as Jordan, and they had... So, it was Jordan making a shot, but they put Bill Cosby's face over it. Instead of a basketball, it was a fucking roofie, and then in the bucket was the fucking drink, and it was just him going as he turned around.